Wholesaling Quickies, the series where I try to get my idea out before your short attention span disappears. And today we're going to be talking about the most important question that you can ask when talking to a motivated seller in wholesaling real estate. And it is, how much are you looking to get for that property? Now, the timing of this question is vitally important. And for those of you that are familiar with my closing process, the closer's formula, we know it's the second question that we ask. You still looking to sell this property? Yes. Awesome. How much are you looking to get for the property? And the reason why this is the most important question is because it can lead into determining the seller's motivation. See, if a seller were to tell you that they want full retail, then you know obviously that price is incorrect for us as a wholesaler. But you can also start determining, going back to one of our previous episodes on Wholesaling Quickies, how did you come up with that price? Now, see, it could be, I just saw that's how much Zillow said my property is worth at realtor.com, or I even spoke to a realtor and they said that's how much my property is selling for. Okay. Well, now let's determine, what do you need? Are you motivated to sell for less of a discount? Or what is the condition of the property? Another reason why we want to find out the asking price early on is because it's contradictory to our competition. The majority of wholesalers out there that are calling sellers, they're asking for price after we find out the condition and the timeline and the occupancy of the property. And so price is much further on in the conversation. Now, my theory on this is when you ask for a price later on in the conversation, the seller gets very comfortable and they were willing to ask for more later on in the conversation than they are if you ask them early on. I think you're going to get a more honest answer about what they actually will take for the property than if you were to go on and on throughout the conversation. Now, if you're using the closer's formula, the reason why you want to get the price early on is not just because of the motivation and whatnot, but so you can place them in the correct 4 seller buckets, being incorrect price but motivated, correct price, and highly motivated. Those are the 2 good buckets. The 2 bad buckets being incorrect price, no motivation, correct price, no motivation. We want to kick those off. We want to kill those deals. We want to identify the motivation. The price is actually irrelevant. The majority of contracts that you are going to get are going to start off with the incorrect price. So it's not like we're just calling sellers and hoping they give us a banger of a price right off the bat. We should not expect that during our seller calls. But we want to understand their thought process. We want to ask open-ended questions throughout to understand and uncover the layers of motivation that the seller would have to be willing to sell this piece of real estate for a discount. So realistically, the reason why we want to ask it so early on is so we can capture that number, kind of set it aside, and now uncover all of the reasons why the seller now wants to sell this piece of real estate, and then go back and revisit price later on in the conversation. Now, here's what I want to know in the comments. For those of you that are currently using the closer's formula or asking for the seller's asking price early on in the conversation, how is that working out for you, and how has it changed your closing formula? Regardless, show me some love, like today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this week-long series of Wholesaling Quickies. Tomorrow, we're coming back with more longer form and getting back to the normal routine. Show me some love, like today's video, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.